Hey guys, can you guys hear me now? Hello, hello, mic test. God. Hmm. Oh, there it is. What's up, guys? Hey, sorry, I'm trying to get like this whole Streamlab figured out with YouTube Live, but for some reason, it was being very, it was not playing very friendly. So I'm sorry, there's not going to be music today. If anyone is strongly passionate about having music, let me know and I can fix it. But otherwise, I think with a short stream today, right before Thursday Night Football, we can talk a little bit, without music, just very personal. Hope everyone's good. Great to see everyone here. Who do we have here? We have Irie, Azbuck Bro, Steven, Marlo. Marlo, what's up? How's everyone's days going? Oh, what's up, Mike? Glad you made it. How are you? I wonder if there's a way for me to be able to pull up. I really want to play some background music for you guys, so it's not just silent. But maybe I'll just need to figure that out for the next stream. The issue is, I can go live directly from Streamlabs, and that's all good and stuff. But it's hard for me to be able to sort of put any events, any of my tags and stuff to make it at least a little bit searchable. But Bridgewater, should I? Okay, Steven says, should I play Bridgewater or Josh Allen? So we've got Bridgewater going tonight, right? And I think he's got a really, really good matchup. And Josh Allen, he's playing New England. So I actually, I have Josh Allen ranked just a teeny bit higher than Bridgewater, but I think Bridgewater is a little bit safer of a bet. I'm expecting maybe somewhere between like 18 to 20 points from Bridgewater, potentially, maybe up to like the low 20s. But with Josh Allen, he hasn't really been performing, and he's playing New England this week, right? So I do expect him to do well, and that's why I have him a little bit higher. But I think his floor is a little bit lower with the potential of there being a chance of getting like a 15, 16 point game. So that could be a little tough. Tao, what's up, man? So yeah, Steven, if you want a little bit of a safer play, I really think Bridgewater is going to be able to get us at like around 20 points for sure. Whereas Josh Allen's maybe, a 16 to like 35 point swing. Nice, Marlo. Nice. What are you? What kind of school are you doing? Are you in college? Mike, I got the Panthers tonight. I feel like the Falcons are gonna find some way to screw it up again somehow. I think so. Yeah, I'm excited. I have Mike Davis going tonight, so I think that's gonna be. I think he's gonna have a huge game. Tyler Boyd or Julio Jones? I mean, Julio's your stud, right? It's hard to say play Tyler Boyd over him. I think sort of similar to the earlier question, Julio definitely has that like higher range of variety. I think he could be use very little and maybe get you 2 or 3 points, or he can get you like 30 plus points. I still think you maybe want to go with your studs. Trey Burton or Russell Gage? I like Trey Burton a little bit. What's up, Samson? I don't know if I've seen you here before. Yeah, but welcome. I like Trey Burton. I don't know if you watched my video, but I have him as my start of the week and as well as one of the potential pickups of the year. I'm huge on Trey Burton, so I'm going Trey Burton this week. Marlo, high school math homework, it's rough. What kind of math? Are you in calculus yet? Got Ridley playing. I think I like Ridley a little bit better than Julio. is what I'll say. I think, yeah, I like Ridley a little bit better than Julio. I think he's a little bit more consistent. Anyone else got any Falcons or Panthers playing tonight? I wish I had DJ Moore, honestly. I think he's going to have a huge night. Algebra 2 Advance, who sounds like fun. ISO, what's up? Good to see you. How's your team looking this week? Sorry, there's no music. I'm bad at technology, so I screwed it up already. Julio, nice. I know. I think Christian's gonna. I think it's gonna be another week or two before he comes back. But yeah, I think it's gonna be big. Oh, nice. Samson, are you from Reddit or how did you find my channel? I'm kind of curious. Or was it literally just like on your feed? I said no. I'm not on Twitch yet. Honestly, I wasn't expecting sort of all of you guys to consistently come here, and I think we got a good crowd here. I'm just starting on YouTube right now, and mainly I'm trying to just get my numbers up a little bit for just like YouTube to help push out my channel. So I think I'm going to focus on YouTube for now, but maybe eventually Twitch. I never thought I was going to be a streamer, but if I ever did stream, I honestly thought I was going to do Twitch over YouTube. But for me right now, I'm more of a YouTube person, and I think the streams on YouTube will help me a little bit more. I don't know who to play DJ Moore. I like DJ Moore. I think he's got. I mean, it was really interesting to see how they used him last week and got him a lot involved. Tau, Atlanta, Foya, Alumkun, and DB. Yep. Nice, Samson. No, I don't have a subreddit. If you look at my channel, I'm actually, I just started about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, I'm still relatively new. I don't really have much besides just my little YouTube channel. I don't know who to play between Ronald Jones or David. I would go Ronald Jones. I know people are scared of Fournette, but I still think I like Ronald Jones a lot better. I have David Montgomery actually as my set of the week. The reasoning behind that is because I think he's super touchdown dependent, and I don't really trust the Bears offense. So on top of that, he's playing one of the top run defenses. I think the Saints rank as number 4 against running backs in fantasy. So I have him as my set of the week. Marlowe, I made that trade where we were talking about, yep, I got Kittles, but gave up Andrews, Lockett, and Mike Davis, 6-person league. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, especially if it's a 6-person league. I think the rest of your team is pretty stacked right now. Mike Davis is not going to be relevant. Lockett, I mean, he had a really good game, so that was a good sell high. And you're upgrading a lot by going to Kittle. Kittle and who is it? Kittle and Kelsey are in a chair on their own. So you upgraded a lot. Should I trade for Hunt? It depends on who you got. I think he's still going to be relevant, but you might want to try and squeeze, try and lowball the owner a little bit since Chubb is coming back. It's tough because Hunt is not going to be that primary back, but I think he's still going to be a decent back. So I don't think you should. I mean, yes, I like him, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I do think you should try and buy him somewhat low since Chubb is coming back soon. That's my take. Would you rather snag Jalen Reagor or Christian Kirk? I would do Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is at least proven, and his volume is fluctuating a little bit. but at least he's getting a lot of touchdown looks. So the stash is better for me if for someone that's already proven themselves, if they're still on the waiver, rather than, you know, a Jalen Reagor who could be good, but there's a lot of mouths to feed. A lot of people are coming back. Alshon's coming back. You're going to have Miles Sanders coming back. Goddard's going to be coming back. So I like someone who's proven versus someone who's like maybe going to be okay. To me, normally rookie wide receivers haven't really done well. We've seen a lot of rookie wide receivers do well this year, but I would probably prefer Kirk. Top fantasy defense this week, I went with the Eagles as my start of the week. I talked about them 2 weeks ago as someone that people should look ahead to stash. They have their last matchup was against the Giants. Now they have the Cowboys. They're going to have a bye and Giants again. So I was big on Eagles. So if you were here listening to that, that was a great pickup to last you about 3 weeks there. But I would go, Eagles or Chiefs. You can't go wrong there. Oh, for sure. Yep. If you can play the Chiefs this week, I would do that. They're playing the Jets, and they're gonna get some turnovers, maybe some scores. It's a really good play. Yeah, the Pats, I think they're still good. I don't think they're as strong as people think anymore. And with the news of like Gilmore potentially getting traded, you never know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, puppy. That's Pippa. She's how old is she? She's almost 2. Small little sort of a lot of breeds in her, but you will see her frequently in my videos and my streams. Yeah, both ISO. ISO, do you have the ability to pick up someone like if you can get the Chiefs or Eagles this week, it's good. If you can pick up the Colts, I know a lot of people drop them. I think that's great. I think they're potentially one of the set and forgets for their season. But yeah, how's Koo going to do? So I heard there's a lot of wind going on today. I don't know what the actual final whatever it is, but I heard there might be a lot of wind going on. So I would be cautious, and a lot of it will depend on how well the offense moves, because he kind of busted last week, even though I had him as my start of the week. But otherwise, he's still a good kicker. I wouldn't be that concerned about him. Kellis Talks, what's up? Welcome back. Start 2 PPR, A-Rob, Woods. Ooh, that's a really good. So you're starting 2 here: A-Rob, Woods, DJ Moore, Ayuk, and Boyd. So you've got some good guys here. Let me look at my list of rankings. So Ayuk is someone that I actually said in my video as my start of the week. So I don't think that's a bad call. I would maybe go Ayuk and Boyd or Ayuk and Robinson, to be honest. Pick up Tampa Bay. Yep, Tampa Bay defense good as well. Best available right now is Chargers and Saints. Chargers isn't a bad defense. I'm actually starting them in one of my leagues. They're going to be playing a very turnover-prone Broncos team, so I don't think that's a bad idea at all. What's going on with A-Rob? I actually haven't – what's the latest news on him? Let's see. Allen Robinson. Is he injured? Oh. He is. Oh, yeah. Robinson might not play. So if Robinson's out, I would probably go, let's see. I would probably go, let me go back up to your chat and see who you have. I would honestly probably go, probably Boyd and Ayuk then. I like that a lot. Woods isn't a bad play. They're playing the Dolphins. I think you've got a lot of really good receivers. I have, honestly, a lot of them sort of ranked very similarly. So if you like Woods, go for him. I got Jay Slay right now, Rodrigo and Bengals. Yep. Randy Bullock, Marlowe, right, are good options on the waiver. I think if you can pick up Rodrigo, Blankenship, and just leave him there for the rest of the season, I like him a lot. Tao for sure. Calvin Ridley is an auto start. Yeah, I think monitor that. That's actually good. I don't own any Bears players in any of my leagues. I didn't really like that offense. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, guys. I mean, just kind of take your pick. I do like Ayuk a lot. I don't think Carson's going to play. I think Hyde might play. It sounds like Hyde and Travis Homer are probably potentially good to go, but I don't think Carson's going to play this week. I do. Do you have Chris Carson, or do you have anyone like Carlos Hyde? I know Carlos Hyde is a big name this week in waiver wires. Nine people in the chat. What's up? Luke's here too. Luke, how's your team looking this week? I don't think we've talked too much yet about it, right? Let's see. Anyone pick up Corey Davis from this week? Corey Davis is someone that I feel like was on the waivers for a really long time. And when do you guys stash handcuffs? It depends. I mean, if you have the space, you can do it for the top handcuffs and for the guys who are a little bit more injury prone. So I think Gio is a good stash. It's also good to stash those handcuffs that are maybe that have value as well, right? So you want to think about someone like Chase Edmonds. He has value even though Drake is there. Gio, I honestly had a little bit of value too. I mentioned him a few weeks ago saying, hey, like this guy kind of looks good even with Mixon in, maybe use him. So you're going to have a lot of situations where you use both the starting running back and the stash. And that's when the handcuff is like really good because you can always plug them in as a flex. And if the starting running back goes down, then you have an automatic, starter right there. Do you have anyone in particular? Daniel says, would you start Claypool or Corey Davis this week? Have lots of players on bye. Yeah, between the two, I would go Corey Davis. The matchup was a lot better. And even though AJ Brown is, starting and balling out right now, Corey Davis still gets a lot of targets and a lot of receptions. And on top of that, Davis is playing in Cincinnati's Bengals defense that's a lot more exploitable than their Baltimore Ravens. So I have Corey Davis ranked a lot higher than Claypool. And, in addition to that, with the Steelers having Deontay Johnson back, and I think there's a good chance that he plays, there's going to be a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of targets that they're going to have to split around. So I like Corey Davis a lot better this week. Marlowe. Okay, so handcuffs, essentially they're sort of the backups to your starting running back. So, they're handcuffed to the starting running back because if those people go down, that person automatically becomes a starter. So just think of it as literally the backup running back. So, for like someone like Ezekiel Elliott, it's Tony Pollard. For someone like Joe Mixon, it's Giovanni Bernard, stuff like that. So it's one of those things where you kind of have in the back of your pocket because if the starting running back goes down for some reason, then automatically, that handcuffs, or, people call it a lottery ticket as well. They become very, very relevant, and you have a starting running back who otherwise would just be a random free agent. Tao picked up Corey for flex. I have a tough matchup. I'm kind of leaning Gronk or Claypool for their TD ceiling. Corey is good. I mean, just like he was injured, but just look at his stats. The first few games were 8 with AJ Brown, and even the last game was with AJ Brown. They're both healthy. They're so gonna they score so many points that everyone's gonna get fed there. And I mean, you can always go Gronk or Claypool. I think that's fine. I think Gronk has a similarly good matchup as well, but Claypool I don't love because It's just a tough matchup, and he's going to be competing for a lot of targets. If Michael Thomas plays, would you start him? I definitely. I mean, if he does, I would. He's arguably one of the top wide receivers in fantasy, so it's hard to bench him unless you're worried about him being rusty. UE, thoughts on Kamara rest of the season when Thomas comes back? Kamara is going to be fine. Obviously, honestly, it might help Kamara a little bit more. Teams don't have to stack the box as much. Right now, they really don't have any receiving threats. So once Michael Thomas is back, assuming he doesn't get traded, it's actually going to be good for Kamara because, he won't have to worry about everyone focusing on the run. They're going to be people double teaming Michael Thomas. So it's actually good. I don't know. So it's definitely a lot of rumors right now. I think in addition to the injury, there's a lot of drama going on right now. And I don't think, I think it's all rumors. Honestly, that was something that I kind of came to my own conclusion for with the whole trade rumors and whatnot. So I don't know. I think there could be a very good chance that he gets traded, depending on how the Saints do. But the trade deadline is soon, so I don't know. I think it would be a shocker for sure if he does. We don't really know. I just think there's a lot more to it than what we think right now. Luke, I don't right now. I could potentially get to it. That'll probably be a little bit harder to make with all the weekly content and a few ideas that I have right now. But, it's something that I'm happy to talk about. And if I have time, and if you guys all think that would be useful, I can, think about making that for sure. I don't think so. It's honestly probably just soreness, whatever. I don't think it's any. At least from what I've seen, I don't think it's anything too serious. So I wouldn't worry about it right now. Yeah, even looking at it right now, I'm sure it's just. He's also like older, and he's getting more acclimated to the football physicality, football shape. So I don't think you should worry about Gronk at all. I think you're okay. But yeah, I like Gronk. I did talk about him a few weeks ago as a pickup. I think his target share is going up, and he is now obviously now the top back with the other guy injured right now. So I like him. I like him a lot. Marlo, yeah, no problem. ROS stands for rest of the season. So Luke was just asking if I had a ranking of all the players by position for rest of the season. And honestly, I think that's good to have, but I don't personally, I don't know that I find it that useful because it's all just guesses and games, right? And anything can change week to week. So for me, I think one of the things I'm exploring and I want to do is doing sort of who to target in the playoffs, who has really good schedule, because I think that's a little bit more relevant than saying okay, on October 29th, here's who I think are the best players for the rest of the season. Anything things change week to week, and fantasy is never that consistent. So it's definitely something we can talk about. I just don't know how useful it will be because outside of a few, players who are pretty much defense proof or matchup proof, it's a lot of it is also going to depend on matchups, who's injured, who's not, and a lot of other factors. But yeah, Marlo, a lot of fantasy sites typically do stuff hey, here's your top 5 running backs for the rest of the season, and it's great and all, but I don't know how accurate that can ever get. And I'm kind of curious if anyone's watched my video, if you guys agree or disagree with my pickups, or sorry, my starts and sits this week, and if anything really shocked you. I know we got some comments about David Montgomery, and I kind of stand by it. So I do hope he proves me wrong. But yeah, my sit of the week at running back, for those of you that didn't get to see it, was David Montgomery. So could be a shocker to some people, but yeah, that's me. Scores 141 points last week. Hey, keep on coming to the streams, and we're gonna figure out the best way to get you to 141 or above each week. Marlo, what teams do you think will win the Super Bowl this year? So the Steelers look really good. They seem to be an all-around really solid team. I can see them making a push for it. The Chiefs have fizzled out a little bit. I can see a Steelers Seahawks. I can see a Steelers Seahawks Super Bowl, and between the two, I don't know. I think if it were between the two, I'd probably lean the Steelers because they have a much better defense, for sure, for sure. Gilbert, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people. Montgomery. Yeah, a lot of people are. Yeah, for sure. I think a good trade target for playoffs could be cool. I'm 6-1. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Luke, that's something I'll definitely look into. So I mean, I'll explain it a little bit more. So if we look at David Montgomery's usage, so number one, when I look at the stats and came up with that, you got to look at the Saints. They're the fourth stingiest defense against running backs this year. So already that's not great, right? Added to that, I don't like the Chicago Bears offense that much. So, without a huge passing game, I just, they're going to be able to focus on the running game. But so if we look at his carries, he had the most carries on against Carolina. Last week he had 14 carries for 48 yards. So he was averaging 3.4 yards per carry, which isn't that great. I wonder what his receptions were, but I know he is used in the passing game as well, but to me, at least as a running back, if you're not like a pure pass catcher, his yardage aren't good. He hasn't broken 60 yards since week 2 of this year. He started 64 yards, 82 yards against the Giants, and ever since then, he hasn't broken 60 yards. So that's not great and not what I want to see in a running back. So I think he's touchdown dependent. And I'm only looking at his so receptions. Last week he had 5 receptions. So he had 19 total touches, but 5 receptions for 21 yards. It looks like he's only scored 1 touchdown this week. 1 rushing touchdown this season and 1 receiving touchdown. So to me, that's very, very touchdown dependent. So I just don't like it. And, I don't want to put some nobody in the sit of the week. I feel like this is someone that someone who's going to be the sit of the week or start of the week should be someone that everyone has. And I know David Montgomery is owned in a lot of the league. 94% of ESPN league. So, that's my bold prediction. And I guess feel free to make fun of me next week if I'm wrong, but I'm going with that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe it could be. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they have a great playoff schedule for sure. I just don't know. I mean, to me, if you put them against a team like the Seahawks, I don't know if I see them really getting over the hump and beating them. I mean, it's a good team for sure. They've got a good defense and a solid offense. So maybe it will be something like a Seahawks Tampa Bay. Let's look at the standings right now. Actually, I wonder if the playoffs started today, where everyone would be. Let's see standings. Who to start from the Vikes? Oh, Levi, what's up? I actually did a lot of extra research on this. I have Adam Thielen as a sit this week. I didn't want to put him as a sit of the week because I wasn't sure at the moment, but I did my research. And, according to my calculations, I believe Jaire Alexander is going to be shadowing Adam Thielen. I think there's still a little bit of it's still not 100%, but it sounds like Jaire Alexander is going to be shadowing Thielen because Kevin King is also out. in addition to that, I think, he always shadows or just mans up against Adam Thielen. So I do not want to start any wide receiver, no matter who you are, if Jerry Alexander is going to be manning up on you. Do you use the ESPN Fantasy? Yep, Marlo. I am an ESPN guy. I don't really like the interfaces of either NFL or Yahoo, and it's just something that I've been doing for a few years. So, yeah. And otherwise, I don't honestly have a favorite analyst. I like when I do my research, I like to see what people are saying, but mainly I like to do a lot of my own like number crunching and matchup reviewing. The problem with a lot of these sort of like bigger, more popular fantasy analysts is that they will tell you like a lot of things that are just like very common sense. And one thing I really didn't like is that, especially on like stuff like waiver wires, they will talk about players who are like owned in like 70% plus leagues, so it's good for like the very, very sort of beginner fantasy football players, and it's good for non-competitive leagues. But as you get more competitive and more experience with it and play with more experienced guys, you'll notice that a lot of these like bigger, like Sports Illustrated, ESPN waiver wire pickups of the week, it'll have been guys who were picked up like 2-3 weeks ago, and it's like just useless. So I definitely don't have a favorite. I definitely like to look at the numbers a little bit more and sort of come up with my own conclusion, and really just obviously see what people are saying, and just make a decision for myself as to whether or not I agree with it. Yeah, so I mean, for sure I agree with you, Gilbert. I mean, if 50 points more than your opponent, I think that at least says something where you're probably, I mean, there's a good chance you're going to win. But yeah, for anyone out there, fantasy projections, don't listen to it too much, because it's also dynamic as you get through, like as you're playing throughout the day. It's good, it's a good just to see like where you stand, if it's gonna be a close game, and sometimes it can help you decide, hey, do I want to start someone with a really safe floor but a lower ceiling, or if I'm like you, if you're projected to go 50 more points, then maybe, hey, if I'm trying to choose between these two guys, maybe I go with someone who could be who could have higher highs, lower lows, but I kind of want to see if he can get 30 points, but I'd be fine if he got 5 points instead. So yeah, so it's something to consider, but I definitely agree, like don't take projections too seriously, because most of the time it's pretty inaccurate. For sure. But yeah, anyway, so let's look at the conferences. So right now, if the playoffs started today, on the NFC side, we'd have in order Seahawks, Packers, Bucks, Cardinals, Bears, Rams. Actually, I guess I would need to also, I'm literally just looking at the conference standings. So you would have, so Packers are really good as well this year too. So the NFC is pretty top heavy. I mean, don't count on the Cardinals, but the Packers and Bucks probably have a little bit more of a well-rounded team. On the AFC side of things, we have Steelers, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans. Titans look good. It was a close game against the Steelers. And actually they would have won if Gostkowski didn't miss the last minute field goal. So yeah, I mean, there's some good teams. The Chiefs, honestly, they haven't looked that good. They haven't really looked that, I mean, I know they're 6-1, but they haven't really looked that explosive in the last few weeks. So they've got to figure their stuff out. Otherwise, there's a lot of good teams catching up to them right now. Koo making 20 points tonight. I mean, hey, I hope he does. I love that guy. I love me some kickers. So I really do hope he improves from last week. So yeah, let's check it out. You gave Gurley for Mixon, and I'm kind of getting your thoughts on Mixon for playoffs. Trade was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so let's look at the Bengals schedule. I mean, Mixon is a great wide receiver. It's a great running back. So he should be back after the bye, right? And he's going to have Steelers, Then he's going to have Washington, which is great. Giants, Dolphins, Cowboys, Steelers again. So honestly, a really good matchup until the Steelers. But my thing is, I think divisional games, you have to throw all numbers and all stats aside because anything can happen in divisional games. So I would say, yeah, I would say I like Mixon. I don't regret it. Just do it. Burke, what's up? Which Iowa Hawkeye has the most upside this week? Okay. It's funny. What if I told you neither one? Well, so if we were to say Noah Fant or TJ Hawkinson, I'm going to say Noah Fant. Hawkinson's going to get shut down by the Colts, so he's going to be, rather useless. But if we're talking about Hawkeyes, there's a guy that I liked that actually helped me win some players in Madden a few years ago, and that's my boy Brandon Scherff. I expect him to have a great game as an old lineman. He's gonna let Kyle Allen get some time to throw and give Antonio Gibson some room to run. So that's your sleeper pick of the week, Brendan Scherff. Chat. I guess I don't know. I don't want to be a simp streamer, but type 1 in the chat if you've ever heard of Brandon Scherff. I guarantee you 90% of the 15 people that are in here right now has never heard of that name, Brandon Scherff. Steelers threw 3 interceptions and still won. I know, Tao, and it all came down to that last field goal. It was a tight game, and that was one of my games of the year. So I would love to see them duke it out again in the playoffs. Danny, what's up? DJ Dallas or Jalen Reagor? There we go. There's one Brandon Scherff fan. DJ Dallas or Jalen Reagor? I would say also hopefully my thing isn't too delayed. I have this on I think the lowest of latencies, which means it should, my voice to you guys should be relatively quick. So hopefully it's not too delayed. But yeah, anyways, DJ Dallas or Jalen Reagor. If you had to choose one, maybe Reagor, because I don't know at this point if DJ Dallas is actually going to play. It sounds like Carlos Hyde and Travis Homer are both potentially going to suit up. So if that's the case, then DJ Dallas is not going to be relevant at all. So keep an eye out for the injury. If they're both out, I would go DJ Dallas. Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, go Patrick Mahomes this week. He's my number 1 rated quarterback. He's playing the Jets. And he's going to do him. Yui. So stream, and we're still trying to figure that out. So I think Tuesday night we're gonna stream. We're gonna try and aim for about 8 p.m. Pacific. So that's 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Thursday night we're gonna do a quick stream around 4:30 because I still work and I want to do it right before the game. And then it's the next third one's probably going to be either Friday night or Saturday night, depending on my schedule. And that's the one where we'll talk about last minute starts and sits. I want to be able to provide you guys with the starts and sits ahead of Thursday night's game. So I will post Thursday during the day. But yeah, I want to do one more session Friday night or Saturday night. And there's always room for a miscellaneous one. Like last weekend, I just randomly got on at midnight my time, and we surprisingly had a pretty hopping chat. So that will probably be the stream schedule. And once I do this, I will probably post it in my actual channel under information. So yeah, we're gonna try and do 3 a week with a potential for 4. Tao, maybe we might go a little bit into the game depending on if people still have questions and whatnot. But usually, I imagine this to go until 5:30 or 6 my time. It seems like we're still getting some good audience in here, so maybe we'll go until 6 o'clock. So another 40 minutes. Twisted Visions, welcome back. Hey, I need a receiver this week. Who do I get? Scotty Miller, Landry, Higgins, Renfrow, Ward, and Reagor. So out of those, I would rank it Higgins, Landry, Miller. Miller, actually, I don't mind because Antonio Brown's not going to be there yet. And what's his face? not Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, he's going to be out. So I think Scotty Miller is going to have a lot of opportunities. So I would actually say maybe Higgins, Miller up top there, Landry, and those guys are who you want instead of the rest of the guys you listed. Levi, a unanimous All-American Outland Trophy winner. Put some respect. Oh, hell yeah. I love Scherf, dude. I love my Iowa and Wisconsin O-lineman. Only if we had him for Andrew Luck, right? RIP. Clinical, what's good? It's Tal. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all of those things. Exactly, man. Tal's my biggest promoter. Gilbert, you're not worried. I mean, yeah, that could be the case, but I think they pull them if they're up by like 30 or 35, and I expect if they're up by that much, Mahomes is going to get you at least 2 or 3 touchdowns. I mean, there's always a chance that it's a Le'Veon Bell revenge game, right? Le'Veon Bell, Edwards-Helaire, they're the ones that are just going hard and like scoring all the touchdowns, and Mahomes literally throws for 50 yards and no touchdowns, and it's fine. But I mean, you have Mahomes. He's an MVP of the league. He's one of the best fantasy quarterbacks. I think it's silly to bench him just because you think it might be a blowout. And anything can happen. I think the Jets, I don't think the Jets are going to get blown out completely. The Chiefs are going to win. The Jets have a few weapons back, and I think they might try and keep it close. So even though I think it might get out of hand later on, I don't think it's going to be like, 40, 50-0 by halftime. Yeah, and like I said, Gilbert, I think it's a completely valid concern, but I wouldn't think it. You've got Patrick Mahomes. He's Patrick Mahomes, and I mean, let's look, because I guess did he not have a good game last week? I want to look up his stats. I don't own him in any leagues, unfortunately. He was a little too rich for my blood to grab at the second or third rounds. But let's look at Mahomes. Okay, so he had 12 points last week. I mean, that's his one bad game, right? And yeah, it's because they went up, but like he scored at least 20 points in every other game. So yeah, don't overthink that at all. Just do you and play Mahomes. That's your guy. Stay with it. Berg, how's your team looking this week? Man, we've got 17 people in here. Damn, I jinxed myself. We're at 16 now. But hey, guys, exciting news. I kind of was hoping that we would hit this during stream, but we hit our first milestone of 100 subs, and that's really amazing. I started this channel about 2.5 weeks ago, and we're already at 100. So I appreciate all of you guys. We're at 104 right now. I was hoping to do something stupid on stream when we went from the 99 to 100, but it looks like we snuck a few subscribers in overnight the last couple of days. So yeah, that's really sick, and I'm happy, and I'm kind of curious to see where we're at in a month from now. Oh, and the game is probably starting soon, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess if people are going to go play the game, or if people want to go watch a game and hop off a stream, that's completely fine. Like I said, I imagine this to be a shorter stream, and that's completely cool with me. I have no issues at all. Hopefully next time I can figure out my technology and get some background music in here so that you guys aren't just hearing my boring voice. But yeah, man, I kind of wish it was a little like the integration between Streamlabs and YouTube was a little bit easier. I mean, I don't know if there's any pro streamers in here. I know we have one pro streamer in here, but unfortunately he doesn't stream on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to figure that out and hopefully be able to give you guys a better experience next time. But yeah, I guess I'll give it a few more minutes, see if there's any more questions or see what people need. But yeah, I kind of assume most people are probably going to go watch the game. It looks like it just started. Falcons have the ball to start. Oh, maybe we'll take suggestions. That's definitely I would do that to myself. So I don't think that's out of reach. When do you think you'll hit 1K subs? And that's going to be tough. What I wonder is how much of this is, actually from just, people getting in quick and how much we can retain the viewership that we have. Obviously, you guys have all been really, really great. And, I appreciate a lot of you guys who've been here for multiple streams. Some of you guys have been here for every single stream. So I would hope, we retain that viewership. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Hair review at 1K, 100%. Gilbert, I know, right? Yeah, she likes all the human stuff better, and maybe one day I'll show you guys. But she's a big pillow fan, and I mean, I know dogs like to do whatever's the most comfortable, but she uses a pillow like an actual human, which is kind of nuts. Hey, maybe that's what I need to stand out from all the other big fantasy football YouTubers and streamers is not that I can provide better information, but the fact that I have a dog in the background. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to hear like you guys' thoughts and how you kind of, and don't be nice or anything, but based on sort of my channel, my streams, and what you've seen with other people, because obviously there's a lot of big fantasy streamers. What do you guys expect, or when do you guys expect me to hit that like 200, 500, and 1,000 mark? There you go. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we'll get the dog and cat in there at some point. Yeah, it looks like the Falcons are kind of moving downfield pretty quickly. Yeah, right. Oh, maybe I need to have that. I need to open up the dartboard next time. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, I'm kind of curious. What's everyone's favorite teams here? I know we've talked about this sort of like very casually as people talk about it, but yeah, who does everyone root for? Obviously, my team are the Colts. They're off of bye this week, and I'm hoping they beat the Lions. So yeah, who do y'all like? Yeah, Burke. Yeah, like I was saying, something messed up when I first set this up, and I could normally I stream from an actual software called Streamlabs, but for some reason, I couldn't get it to work completely. So otherwise, I'm gonna Usually all of my live. All of my streams are going to have music in the background. So that's something I need to figure out and fix. It's just that like the two software don't play well with each other very seamlessly. So I'm trying to get better at it, but we will have music next time for sure. I can't watch live shows when there's too many in chat. That would be a good time to make high quality. Yep, for sure. Yeah, and I know that's one of the other things is that for the bigger guys, when they have like a few hundred people in chat, it's tough, right? It's so tough to be able to answer every question. Even now, when I only have like 10 people, it's hard to answer all the questions, but I definitely get to it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if this stream was going to go on for a little bit longer, I would honestly even just like quit this and just what do you call it? I would honestly just quit this and just put music on. But I feel like we're probably doing a short stream today, so yeah, I'll figure this out. I'll do a little. Casey is fun to do my teams with the Rams, but I low key like the Cardinals. Oh yeah, for sure. They're both really good teams. I mean, that NFC West is tough, right? They've got some really good teams there. I think it's going to be a battle. It's the Seahawks finally got taken down, so I think there's a lot of momentum building, especially with the Cardinals, honestly. So I can see them making a deep push for a wildcard spot. For all of those that joined recently, before we started talking about the sits and starts, I got a little bit of a backlash for saying David Montgomery is my sit of the week. So I'm kind of curious what everyone else thinks. If everyone's against me. Me against the world on that hot take, huh? Ooh, young Wei's going. Young Wei Koo. There we go. Whoever asked about Young Wei earlier, there's his first field goal, 20 yards. Good start. There it is. For those of you that are in chat right now, I'm assuming that we're probably going to be talking a little bit more about lineups and stuff. For you all that are active, and a lot of you guys are the ones that are the ones that keep on coming back to my stream. Would you guys, for this week, if we did another stream, would you guys prefer either? So I think three best options are Friday night, sometime later in the evening, Saturday during the day, or Saturday night. I guess Sunday morning maybe, but it's a little bit early for me. So if you have any preferences, let me know now so I can sort of start playing around it. So yeah, options are Friday night, Saturday day, or Sunday morning, or like Saturday, like late night, probably like after 11 or 12 o'clock Pacific. Tao, thank you. Yeah, these are the Sony WH-X4s. I love them. It's really good for noise canceling. Berg, the matchup is against the Saints this week. Tao, do you like your Sonys or your Sennheisers better? Saints are the matchup, and the reason I explained earlier I don't like him is because they are super stingy against the run, and especially fantasy-wise. Fourth toughest matchup for fantasy running backs. So in addition to that, David Montgomery is very, very touchdown dependent, in my opinion. So yeah, to me, I don't think it's good for him. I think. I personally think it's a very, very tough matchup for him. I think I prefer nights, but I'm busy this Friday. Okay, for sure. And I don't remember, are any of you guys East Coast or like Central, or like how late do you guys stay up on just like Saturday nights? Because last week I went live at 12 o'clock my time, midnight, and people got on, and it was really just a random stream. But I definitely want to, I have a few things going on. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I know, you're there, you're holding down the fort, especially in Chatberg. So, yeah, no, that's great. For sure. West Coast. Okay. So maybe we'll do Saturday night. It will probably, like I said, have to be after like 11, but, yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a late night stream again. Maybe like I think someone said this last week, but maybe we'll do a little beer stream on Saturday night. Yeah, that could be kind of fun, actually. A little beer stream late night. Oh yeah, 2 a.m. Hey, I was surprised that some people came. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's plan for that. Let's do a late night stream Saturday night. We're gonna probably plan for maybe 11 or midnight. For those of you that are 21 and older, feel free to bring a beverage of your choice. I think that would actually be really fun. If I can get on, I might do my like miscellaneous casual stream maybe like Friday night, or just Saturday during the day if I have a little bit, just to see who wants to jump on. But yeah, for all of you folks that are in here right now, the core group here, I'm down to do a Saturday night one. And obviously for some of you guys West Coast, like us Bucks, bro, like please don't stay up for me. That's really late for you. So maybe we can catch up. Yeah. Hey, listen, Gilbert. Maybe one day. Yeah. And once I get boring enough and all my viewers leave me, and you're my only one left, it will be a private stream. So it'll come. Don't worry. Oh man. But yeah, I guess let me know if you guys have more questions. We're getting close to that 1 hour mark. We have 6 minutes left, so maybe let's go till then. And if we don't have any questions, we'll end for now. I need to figure out the stuff on my end to figure out really how to make this work. Because the biggest thing for me is, so like I was saying before, if anyone here is familiar with Streamlabs, let me know. I can go directly live from this application that a lot of streamers use, and it like really you can control your input, output, and how everything looks. But the problem is I can't add anything to like the description of my video, or like I can't really customize or make a thumbnail. So it's harder for me to get suggested or pushed out by YouTube, which is like completely fine. I think we have a good viewership, but definitely want to try and pull in more people when we can. Like the Sunny's ears don't get as hot, but it's open back. So no. Oh, interesting. Oh, for sure. The Sonys are great. Like whenever you're traveling, these are really comfortable too. The battery lasts a long time, and it quick charges. Okay, yeah, that's a good. Let's see. So that's actually a good one. So, and let's talk about one of my money leagues right now. So it's tough right now. I lost 1 week after a stack correction that I didn't see, and I honestly don't know what it was. So that was a little frustrating. But unfortunately, I'm only 3-4. 3-4. I'm 7th out of 12, but I'm literally like I'm second or third. I'm third in points for. So I think a lot of it has been tough luck. My lineups is I'll post it actually. So I'll talk about it and I'll post it. So I have my two quarterbacks are Tannehill and Josh Allen. I lost Dak, which was tough. Marlo, no, we're just kind of casually chatting right now. We're talking about one of my teams and, talking about my approach to it right now. And, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So I lost a few players. So I lost OBJ, I lost Dak. Right now, my lineup, I have QB, I have Tannehill and Josh Allen. Running backs, I feel like I'm a little bit deep on. I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Mike Davis, Joe Mixon, David Johnson, and James Robinson. So I think I have a really good punch there. Wide receivers, I've been a little rough on. CD has honestly been my best guy, but I drafted OBJ, CD, and T.Y. Hilton, and I ended up dropping T.Y. as much as that hurt me as a Colts fan. So this week, I'm actually rolling out with Brandon Ayuk and Rashard Higgins, and actually Scotty Miller, because Mixon's out, David Johnson's on bye, James Robinson's on bye. I have Antonio Brown stashed right now. Defenses, I have Ravens and Chargers, and unfortunately, I like the Chargers matchup a little bit, so I'm keeping 2. And for my kicker, obviously, I have Hot Rod, Rodrigo Blankenship. So tight end, I just picked up Trey Burton, and I want to ride with him. So my thing is I'm very set at running backs, right? I have 4 or 5 startable guys, and I think they're all, top 10, top 15 guys. So I don't have any issues there. My issues are definitely wide receivers, especially with OBJ gone, CeeDee Lamb out, or CeeDee Lamb just like, being on Dallas, honestly. So I think Brandon Ayuk is going to be a good play for me. What I've been trying to do in my league, it's kind of tough because no one really trades. But in my league, no one really trade. I try to package some some running backs for wide receivers. There is one that I should have pulled the plug on, but I think I could have traded James Robinson for like, what was it? It was like Justin Jefferson and Brandon Cooks, which would have been really good for my wide receiver core since I have all these other running backs going. But honestly, James Robinson looks like he could end up as, a top 3 running back. So I'm glad I didn't give that up. So I think the plugs and the pickups and the thing for me this year is that I think wide receivers are pretty plentiful every week on the waiver wire. So I think I can find some guys that can give me an average of that like 9 to 12 points. And as long as my running backs can hold it down, I love Tannehill. I think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback for the rest of the season. I think we should be okay. And the issue is it's not really with scoring points. Like I said, I'm 3rd in the league in scoring. So some of it has to do with luck with, guys that are going off when they play against me, but we'll see. I'm hopeful that we can get out of this hole. An upgrade would be if you can bring up the chat question on screen when you're addressing them. That's actually good. I know I can bring chat up like along the side of it. So is that if that's what you guys want, I can definitely have the chat scrolling along the screen. I don't think I can pick out exactly which ones I want, but it would be all the chat. So if you guys like that, I thought I had it for my first stream and maybe it didn't come up, but that's definitely something I can put in really, really easily. Our biggest sleeper rest of the season, I'm still going to stick with Trey Burton. I think he's going to be used a lot. Otherwise, I mean, Brendan Aiyuk isn't really a sleeper anymore. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with Trey Burton. Yeah, Yeah, Burke. I can repeat it. So, yeah, so my running backs are Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So here, I'll actually type it in. CH, Mike Davis, Joe Mixon, David Johnson, and James Robinson. So Mike Davis, obviously, we'll see like how he's used once Christian McCaffrey comes back, but he's been a solid value, you know. Rosie, what's up? Welcome. How's the weather in SoCal right now? It's great. You know, it's like 60s, 70s here. Only thing is, you know, we've got some fire in the air and some bad air quality, but otherwise it's nice and warm. Oh, Ty, what's up? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Yeah, I agree. I think James Robinson's going to be undervalued a lot. I mean, like he's right now, like going into this week, he's a number 3 rated running back, and he's only had, you know, one kind of bad game. I guess the first game against Indy too, but like his 2 bad games came with Houston and Indy. But man, he's a workhorse, and yeah, he's great. I love it. For sure. I mean, I think to me, I think Robinson is our RB1. I still think people are overestimating Le'Veon Bell's value with CH there. So we'll see what happens this week. But I feel good with like the Robinson, Edwards, Helaire, and Joe Mixon combo. And Mixon should be back in 2 weeks after their bye. Nice. I love it. Yeah. So we'll see. But I mean, I guess let's look at the points for. Like I said, I was third, points for. I'm like 10 away from second place. And yeah. Super annoying guy in my league who sends me an offer. I sent AJ Brown and Swift for Mixon, and AJ Brown and Swift for Mixon, and he's insisting it's a steal for me. So no, I don't think so. I think Swift is going to probably produce at a pretty similar level with Mixon. Mixon might have like a slight edge over him, but Swift, I think his stock is rising, and AJ Brown is he's a wide receiver 1. So I don't think it's steal at all for you. So I would not do that. If anything, you give him like a random ass wide receiver instead of AJ Brown, but no, I would not do that. Who just scored for let's see, who just scored for what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's like exactly. I think he's still gonna have some value once CMC's back. So I'm not counting him out at all. Curtis Samuel, dang. Oh man, I almost flexed Samuel. I almost flexed Samuel this week. I ended up going with Scotty Miller instead because I thought there was going to be too many mouths to feed, and Scotty Miller was probably going to be like, you know, the top, like second option on that Bucks. I mean, we'll see. Miller might still go off, but man, I last second right before the stream started, I was debating so hard between Curtis Samuel and Scotty Miller. So we'll see. We'll see what Curtis Samuel does rest of the game, and we'll see what Scotty Miller does. But I do really like Miller this week. If anyone is looking for a flex, with, you know, I think this is one of the last weeks where you're going to be able to use them very like comfortably. You're going to have Godwin back. You're going to have AB back next week. So I think his role is going to get diminished a lot. So if anyone needs a last minute wide receiver or a flyer, I definitely would look to Scotty Miller because I like him a lot. Yeah, maybe. I guess to me, Ty, I just think, again, with the usage of him and like him being relevant, I think this is probably like the best situation for him. Especially since defenses are going to be focused a lot on Mike Evans, and they're not playing a good defense this week at all. So I'm kind of just rolling with him and seeing what happens, honestly. But who knows? He is definitely very boomer bust. I just don't want to really deal with him once the other two wide receivers are here. Berg says, I'm taking a leap of faith on Preston Williams. There's potential there because Parker was injured. Oh, for sure. I actually I have him as a sleeper, but I haven't really talked too much about him. I was going to before Ryan Fitzpatrick got benched, and since then it's been a while, and they've had their bye. I do like Preston because he seems like he's a red zone target. My issue right now is, how many Dolphins can you really stash and take a chance on, right? I think Gesicki's value is going to go up, but at least before when Fitzpatrick was playing, he seemed like he was sort of a red zone machine, but he didn't get a lot of volume or targets, right? So it would be like 2 or 3 catches total for like 1 or 2 TDs. So yeah, I mean, I think he's a great sleeper. He could be that red zone target for Tua. So I think there's a lot to be said for different players on the Dolphins right now that you can take a chance on because whatever has happened since the beginning of the season, like throw it out. There's a new quarterback, and the offense is going to run through him. So it'll be really interesting to see who he likes on that offense and how they run it. For sure, Ty. Yep, exactly. Marlo, do you think CMC? No. So we actually, yeah. So this question came up on Tuesday during the stream. Davis will probably still get a little bit of carries and whatnot, but overall, it's still going to be McCaffrey's backfield, and I think Davis comes in to give him a breather, or if they're up by a lot. So if you have CMC, I would not worry about it at all. Exactly. Yep. Ty, I agree with that. I don't need to play him anyways right now if he goes off. Exactly. Yep. So if you have the room to stash him, I think he's a really, really good stash. It's someone that I've been keeping on my radar, but I didn't include him just because I wanted to be able to give, because when I do my waiver wire pickups, I look at guys who are owned in like very little ESPN leagues. So like I want to look for the ones that are under 10%, under 20%, who have at least proven some value. So yeah, I agree. I think Preston is a great stash. My thoughts are Davis gets maybe 5, maybe 10. Oh, exactly. For sure. I mean, the majority of it's going to be McCaffrey, so I would not worry about it at all. Do you think Julio Jones will lower Calvin? Honestly, I think Calvin Ridley is actually a little bit more consistent than Julio. So I know that's might be an unpopular opinion, but I like Ridley a little bit better for the rest of the season. Julio every year he's just so inconsistent, and that's like it's so hard to like own him because I've said this before. He'll probably end up as a top 5 wide receiver points wise at the end, but a lot of it is because he has like 30, 40-point games, and the next game he'll have like 2 or 3 points. They never like to use him in the red zone for some reason. I don't understand it. So yeah. Yep, exactly. Jones takes away the coverage and gives. He is able to give Ridley a little bit more. A little bit more room because yep, like Ty said, that's 100% correct. Julio's going to take the harder coverages. Nice, that's awesome. Let's see if they convert though. I mean, you would think like it's just so ridiculous how much like the Falcons shouldn't be 1-6. That's that's the end of it. Like they have one of the better offenses in the league. Great running back, some really good wide receivers. They got a decent tight end as well. They just like know how to really just throw the game, and that's so rough. I don't know what it is. Coaching, they got rid of their coach. They still threw the game. I mean, Todd Gurley really messed up last week, but yeah. I hope this is a high scoring game. I like it a lot better when we start off Thursday night with with a banger. All right, Ty says start sit on my wide receivers: Hill, Ridley. Well, so do you already? Yeah, Ridley already started. Yeah. Otherwise, I would go Hill. Oh, sorry, Hill, Ridley. Well, so I would actually check to see if A-Rob or MT are even playing this week. We were talking a little bit about this. A-Rob might be injured, and I don't think Michael Thomas is going to be back this week. So you might have to choose Hill and a flex somewhere else, honestly. Matt Ryan without Julio Jones just doesn't work for some reason. Oh, for sure. Exactly. I agree. That's funny. Exactly. So, yep, both of those are very valid. Those are really, really valid. So, yeah, I would say keep an eye out, but you might be forced to play someone else. I saw that he was practicing, I believe, but I think I just think it's probably a stretch for him to get back this week. 3rd and 10, man. What's going on? Well, I guess my prediction is right now, right? It's I thought the Panthers were going to win this game. What I could do for future streams, and like I could even do it for this stream, is like for a Thursday night game, if we're just kind of hanging out, I could stream the game and put it like in a little box if we want to do a little watch party. I guess I would just have to figure out if I'm gonna get like sued, for that. I know a lot of people do it, and honestly, like it's on Twitch, right? So I feel like because Thursday, let me see, Thursday Night Football, I believe it's on Twitch. So I do wonder if we could Crowder isn't a bad option. And Ty, look at my pickups for this week and starts. There's a lot of great guys that should still be on your waiver wire that I think is going to be very serviceable this week. YouTube won't allow that. So that's the thing. Is like I know. Well, so at least from what I've heard, anything that's copyright, it's probably okay during the stream, especially since I have like 10 viewers. But they might like block it out or copyright it afterwards. So that's the thing. Is I don't know. I mean, play-by-play could be good. I think it would be really cool if we could stream it because, like I said, it's like anyone has access to it right now, right? Especially if it's on Twitch, so it's on these platforms. So maybe I'll do some research and see if that's possible at all. But I think that could be kind of fun. Exactly, right? That's what I'm talking about, Burke. It's on Amazon Prime, so like I feel like it is available to everybody. I just don't know if they would care if I use it in my stream. I appreciate that. So yeah, maybe that's something we'll think. So I guess that's I'll note these down. So we want for next stream we want music again. So I'll make that happen. If we do music, I might just have to spend a few minutes at the very beginning, just casually chatting, but also typing to set all my stuff up because I do want to like upload a thumbnail and get my description and all that stuff is good. So music, we want chat to be up on the screen, right? Unless anyone's a post, we can work on getting the chat up on the screen. And maybe game streaming, is that a possibility? Do I get sued? Any lawyers in the chat? Yeah, and that's the thing is I think it's probably okay during the stream, but I just, it would suck if we had to archive or unlist the video afterwards. So I don't know. I'll look into that and see what the deal is. Yeah, we'll see. It's crazy because I like posted a video literally from like 12 years ago that had some like random like Maroon 5 or some random like pop song, but it was like very blurry. I mean, thinking about it, 12 years ago, I was recording on a flip phone, and like just recently I got a notification. It's on a completely separate account that said, hey, YouTube or some like Warner Brothers had some copyright claim and we had to mute your video. I'm like, geez, like how did you actually find that? Not only was this literally from 12 plus years ago, but like I can barely make out the sound itself. So they've got some secret agents lurking around and watching all these videos and trying to get you, So yeah, okay. So music, chat up to the screen, maybe game stream. I'll type these in the chat and let me know if anyone's like super for or super against it. So future streams, music, chat up on screen. and stream. So yeah, those are all possibilities. Tao, I am 27, 28. I don't remember how old I am. Something along there. I am Chinese. And yeah, that's your questions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wonder if that would work too. So here's a weird thing. I actually researched this last night. There are some channels that are like, 800K plus subscribers, close to a million, that all they do is post footage of NFL highlights. So maybe they're just not monetized or something, but like, I just couldn't believe how that like is a thing. Like, how do you literally just copy stuff from the NFL like and just post it as a highlight and have that many subscribers and be allowed to be on YouTube? That was really, really surprising to me. Would have to prove fair use. Yep, exactly. And I know, like, the one thing I read was that the NFL was okay more recently with stuff, because I think they started taking money anytime. If you have an ad with like an NFL highlight, then the NFL gets some money instead of you or something like that. So they were maybe okay with it. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do a little watch party. Yeah, we'll see. Or I wonder if we can maybe do like a little Discord streaming, right? So if we were all in a Discord with that on, but then, I mean, I don't want to make it too complicated for you guys. I don't want you guys to have to like watch a stream in one platform and then go to YouTube to watch a stream. So maybe that's something. Man, yeah, this is I just turn over and I see the Panthers defense celebrating. Man, I hope Julio's I hope Julio ends up with a Super Bowl at some point. That's gonna be tough. It sounds like he is so far. I haven't really been watching as much, but I mean, if he has been the target, it's not working for them. Looks like Kuzma to score again, right? Let's see. Let's go, Young Wei. All right, field goal. Good start. Whoever's starting Young Wei this week. Great start. But yeah, I guess let me know if you guys want to keep on like just hanging out here and chilling. Like, I'd be fine if you guys wanted to hang out until like halftime or something, because I do have to go make dinner after that and stuff. But whatever you guys want. If you guys want to keep on chatting, talking about the game, we can have it on the side and just talk. That's fine. But like, if people want to go do their own thing, that's also completely fine. This is actually really cool that, for once we don't have to like talk all fantasy and we're just kind of hanging out and watching the game. But let me know what y'all want to do. Oh man, Berg, I'm glad you did not get OBJ. I should have really learned my lesson from last year and not drafted him again this year. But hey, it's one of the waivers, right? So we're okay. Really lucky. I agree, Ty. Oh man, my cat got hair all in my mouth. That's disgusting. But yeah, I guess the things we should probably talk about soon is trade deadlines, because I think most trade deadlines happen in November, like mid to like late November. And no, we're cool right now. We're just kind of hanging out. Keep you up until you have to. Yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you. November 3rd trade. I know, right? Yeah, let's let me see. I got permission to stay on for a little bit, so I'm down to hang out. Oh, did Trevor Lawrence actually get really? Let's see. Trevor Lawrence. Wow. I wonder how much he's really trying to avoid the Jets right now. Man, I wish we can get him on the Colts, but there's no way we're gonna get that top pick. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is. I think he's undoubtedly going to be the number 1 pick this year. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Justin Fields or a Trey Lance. Justin Fields is probably going to go like top 5, top 7 as well. But I was hoping Trey Lance stayed kind of low in his stock, but it seems like people are starting to pick up on him a little bit more, which is a little tough. But yeah, I mean, at this point, all these college guys are just getting COVID. So I mean, I think we all kind of expected it. At least, you know, at the NFL level, it's your job, and like people are probably a little bit smarter about it. But like with college kids, there's no way that you don't expect everyone to just kind of be stupid and get COVID. So I'm not surprised. UW, I think they canceled a few of their games because a bunch of them, their starting quarterback got COVID and a bunch of their players got COVID. So UW, as in University of Wisconsin. So I think they're canceled for a few weeks. Yeah. So Rivers, actually, I had him as a sleeper a few weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago, and like I didn't really mention him much again this week. I think he actually starts picking it up. I don't think he's going to be like a great fantasy quarterback because that's just not like offensive scheme of the Colts. But he actually played really well in the last game before the bye. Do you go to University of Washington? Is that where you go? I can't trust him yet, but if you're really, really strapped for quarterbacks, which probably aren't because they're, I did talk about a few good ones that were still on the waiver wire. I don't think you go him, but I think there's potential. I really liked what I saw in the last game. So we'll see. But, he's definitely not a top 5 quarterback like he used to be. I think there's potential, but chances are like kind of low to medium. I know, right? I mean, I don't know. I think at this point, if you're the number 1 pick, you just get in and get paid, right? As a Colts fan. Yeah. I mean, we're so okay. I truly think he lost. So because we're 4-2 right now, right? I think we could be 6-0. And I think it was like Rivers lost us. Not okay. So the first game wasn't all Rivers because our defense was still trying to figure things out. And Rivers threw 1 or 2 bad picks that we lost to Jags against the Browns. He 100% lost us this game because the second half, I think we held Baker Mayfield to like 50 or 60 yards or something. It was really random. So he made some really bad throws and just couldn't connect with our guys. So that was actually really bad. And I think he lost us the game against the Browns. I think, he realizes it and hopefully he's been working on it. But again, like I said, from the last week, what I saw, it was a lot more promising. But yeah, it's tough. I don't think he's like a deep ball slinger, and someone like TY is really going to need that to make things work. And that's honestly why TY is having sort of a down year this year. He doesn't have like the right quarterback to throw to him. I feel like Breeze and Big Ben are chasing away young QBs. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Breeze has been pretty average this year. I wasn't expecting that. Big Ben is still playing well, but yeah, it's honestly pretty impressive to see all these old guys, Breeze, Rodgers, Big Ben, Tom Brady, Rivers, all these guys, just playing for so long. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Rivers, I mean, I don't know. I will say, though, I still like that pickup over anyone else. I know there were some rumors of us with Brady. I understand why he chose the Bucks, but I still stand by the fact that, we gave him a 1-year contract. I think that was fine. And yeah, so, I mean, I don't think Cam would have been able to do any better. I don't think, I think he'll hopefully turn it around soon. Do you just go in and get paid? Do you just get the same shit? Yeah. No, I agree. So I think a lot of it has to do with, well, yeah, you do. And that's the thing is like, so yeah, we're talking about Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? Is like, if you're guaranteed the number one draft pick, which he almost is, you go in because you get that money, you get the contract, you get the sponsorships. Anything can happen in 1 year in college football. He could regress, he could get injured. So there's, if it were any of us, we wouldn't risk not getting all that guaranteed, financial benefits and whatnot, just to not go play for a bad team, and maybe there's less pressure on you as a rookie quarterback to, go and not play for a bad team, because if the team plays poorly, it's not on you, right? So from a financial perspective, you go and take that contract 100%. Ty, thoughts on Landry with OBJ gone? So I think Landry's still going to be, he's going to be a very serviceable wide receiver, but I actually like Rashard Higgins a little bit more. He seems to have a slightly, better chemistry with Baker Mayfield. Obviously he's still going to go to Landry, but I kind of think Rashard Higgins is maybe the wide receiver owned with the Browns now that OBJ is out. And I had him in my last video as like, hey, this is, I think this is a really good pickup. And as someone, he has a really favorable matchup this week, as long as the next 3 weeks. So I'm a big Rashard Higgins fan for sure. If he and JT can connect, I think, for sure. And that's honestly what I'm looking for, right? I think JT's stock is going to slowly go up as well. So yeah, I completely agree with you there. And I think it will, he does do his checkdowns. And I think JT's value is going to go up from here. So yeah, I like it. I don't think he's going to be a fantastic starting quarterback especially for fantasy purposes, but I think he can have a few weeks where, he can get you those 25, maybe 25 points that you need. So yeah. Who scored again? Let's go. That's my boy. Represent us Asian minorities in the NFL, right? Oh yeah. JT owners, it's I have the same JT owner in my league too. I don't blame you. It's tough. Yeah, don't worry about him. He's the main back. He's used a lot in the passing game, and his rushing attempts are only going to go up. The one thing that I saw that was a little stressful was that fact that he only had I think it was around 12 to 15 carries, which is not what you want to see behind that line. But yeah, don't worry about that at all. His usage is it's going to go up, and I think he's going to be completely fine. So yeah, don't worry about that at all. Just hold on to him. I think he's going to be one of the, I don't want to say sleeper, because he's still like a RB2, RB1 sort of, mixed kind of running back. His stock is only going to go up. What should Gabe's IG tag be? Tank for Trevor or lose for Lawrence? Double up, right? Try and get as much exposure as possible. I love that lose for Lawrence. I haven't seen that yet. That's hilarious. We'll see. I don't know. Obviously it's going to be good, but as we've seen in the last few years, you can have some really great quarterbacks that are picked later on. Everyone was down on Justin Herbert this year, and I think he's going to potentially beat out Joe Burrow for Rookie of the Year. You have that year where Mitch was picked before both Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, and no one knew about Patrick Mahomes. So, obviously, if you're number one pick, you're going to be great. Joe Burrow is a great quarterback, and I think he has a bright future. But, it's not always the number one pick anymore. I have no players from the Rams. Yeah, I know, Break. That's great. No, it's okay. I think, San Francisco, the only ones that are worthy to own to me are Kittle and Ayuk, which you may be able to pick up. I don't know. From the Rams, honestly, the Rams are kind of over the place. Darrell Henderson's like a solid running back. It feels like their wide receiver production kind of swaps every week to who does well. So I don't really want to be part of that headache. But yeah, is Ayuk still available in your league, Tao? Where is the game at right now for you? I think I'm behind. So right now for me, you're going to get this probably 10 seconds later. But as of so right now, I just watched someone number 26 catch something, and game clock. I'll let you know after this replay, because I'm watching it live on cable right now. But they're showing a replay of play action. Oh yeah, play action interception. It looks like. Nice, Ty. And Ty, hey, out of curiosity, how did you find my channel? Because I know this is the first time you're here, right? I'm kind of curious how like are you from Reddit? Did you come from YouTube or where did you come from? Yeah, right now for me, and again you're gonna get this like 10 seconds later, but it's yeah they just threw the pick. They were dancing around. It's second quarter, 14:47. Looks like Panthers have ball right now. Oh, Mike Davis, let's go. Let's go, Mike Davis. I need Mike Davis to produce for me. He kind of disappointed me last week. Reddit. Okay, cool, cool. Did you comment on one of my posts today? Oh, nice, nice. That's awesome. I actually tried to post today, but it was kind of annoying because so I'll probably end up posting this later this week for Reddit. But I actually made so I'm assuming you saw my waiver wire pickup. So let me know if you like that format. But I actually posted a start and sit because I wanted to do one before Thursday night and one like Saturday. But the auto mod was kind of annoying. I spoke with one of the really nice mods, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'll look at it for you later." But like, apparently, he have a bunch of pronouns, which is like my list of starts and sits, which is what was on my video today. The auto mod would just like remove it, so I couldn't post. I tried to post it at like 3 o'clock today, and just like kept on getting removed, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna try and figure it out and post it again later. But yeah, we have a decent amount of Redditors come over. I know Marlo's from Reddit. I talked to him a little bit earlier today. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. And hopefully, you can join more streams in the future when I have, I should have somewhat of a set schedule. But yeah, damn, they picked up Ayuk that early. And I'm assuming they've been probably holding him and like haven't started him that much. But that's, I guess good for him. I liked Ayuk ever since. I don't know if you guys remember this, but a few weeks ago, I don't remember what game it was. I just remember I saw he got, I don't know if it was a screen or just like a check down to him, but he literally he got past the defender and like jumped with like all fours, like 2 arms, 2 legs, just like stretched out in the air and almost did like a star dive into the end zone. That was like the sickest play I saw. And ever since then, I was like, man, I got to keep an eye on this guy. He seems really athletic, and he that's not a play that a lot of wide receivers are going to make. So that was really sick. If you guys remember that, oh man, I wonder if I can pull that up and let's see, Ayuk dive TD. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Actually, I haven't looked into it yet. I guess do most of you guys use Discord in here? Because that's definitely something that we can do. I just I never thought of myself as like big enough to own a Discord. Tempting. So I set on. Okay, nice. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Okay, so it was actually a hurdle. Yeah, this is the hurdle I'm talking about. William, what's up, man? Should I start Gio or Jamal or both sides out? I would start Gio here. I think he's going to be used a little bit more primarily. You think Jamal, Ty? Why is that? That's interesting. To me, it almost feels like Gio gets used a little bit more as like a primary like running back down. Sorry, like a just down the hill runner. So actually, to me, I think Gio a little bit, but I can see the case for Jamal. How did Jamal do last week? I'm kind of curious. Yeah. Was there another score just now that I missed? Oh my God, Rushdie. Man, I should have picked him up. It happens, right? That's damn. That's tough. Start a Discord? Do you guys all think a Discord would help? And I guess obviously it'll be good to talk with people, but like what would the primary purpose just to be like let people know when I'm like online and stuff like that, or like what? Like honestly, I haven't been part of a Discord for like a particular streamer or anything, but I guess where do you guys see us using it? For sure, I agree with that. Dylan's a factor, but last week they made me think they're keeping. Oh yeah, so sorry, I got distracted. Let me look at this. So I think let's look at the scores from last week. I'm kind of curious to see how Jamal did. So last week the Packers played the Texans, and if we go to the stats right now, Jamal. Okay, so Jamal actually did well. 19 carries, 77 yards, 1 TD. Targeted 5 times, 4 receptions for 37. I don't think you can go wrong with either. And honestly, depending on who actually else you have, could you start both Gio and Jamal? Because I like both of them a lot this week. Gio's actually my start of the week at running back. As start and sits. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad. I like that. Ask questions to us. We can ask you. And that's the thing. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. To me, I think I'm definitely open to it. I want to be able to answer things as much as possible. For me, I think the biggest thing is okay. So I make this content and I do streaming, and I also actually have a platform on Reddit where I have to talk to a lot of people and answer a lot of people. It could be a good little thing to do. I'm definitely not opposed to it. So maybe I'll just start one and see how things go. But yeah, for me especially, I think the streams, I do like the streams a little bit better than just, if I had to choose like Friday night, let's talk football, let's talk lineups, I would prefer the stream over Discord, but I guess I'm not opposed to Discord. So that's definitely something I can keep in mind. And yeah. Gilbert, I was going to pick up P. Ryan until you heard a few stats and I held back. Dude can catch. Yeah, I like P. Ryan. If we're talking about Lamico and not Samaje or whatever, Lamico, I kind of like him. I think if you can stash him, I think he could be a solid like RB2 to play in the future. Minnesota also, exactly. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either. I think both are going to be the workhorses, and they're going to be in a similar role where they're going to be used in the passing game as well. Honestly, they're two pretty similar players, so I don't think you can go wrong with either. For sure. Yep. Ayuk. Exactly. I think the biggest thing with Ayuk was, besides that he was a rookie wide receiver, I think there's a notion that San Francisco doesn't really use their wide receivers as much because, when Mostert is healthy and, when Kelsey is healthy, you would think that they are more just like, they're more like it goes through the tight ends and running backs. Be right back. Sorry about that. I had to respond to something. For sure. Streams will be a stay same, but Discord something that viewers can answer. Okay, yeah. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Curtis Samuel, bro. I think I had him as a deep stash, didn't I? Let's go look at the video. I'm pretty sure I had him as a stash. I looked at him and I thought it was interesting. I didn't want to put him as a must pick up because of DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson there. But man, I was telling people I was choosing between DJ Moore and what do you call it? I was choosing between DJ Moore and Scotty Miller, and I'm really regretting my decision now. But yeah, if we look at the waiver wire pickups, obviously I didn't say like go on and get Curtis Samuel, but like, yeah, if you guys look, hey, go to wide receivers. Deep stashes 3 minutes in the video. Deep stashes are Marquez Callaway, Randall Cobb, Curtis Samuel, and Marcus Johnson. So I did tell you guys about him. Yeah, I mean, if you guys all like it, and like I really like this because I had technical issues when I first started streaming. You guys were all talking to each other. So if you guys prefer that, and we can have like my thing is it would be really cool to have a tight knit community, even if it's like 20 people. Like that's completely fine. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. So why don't you guys let me work on that this week, and I'll see if I can get it ready by like Saturday or like next week when we stream, and we'll get a Discord going. I guess if you guys don't mind, either on this video or the next video or like whatever video, just one of my latest videos, let's say on this video, once it's processed and uploaded, if you guys don't mind, put your Discord names in there so that once I get it set up, I can invite anyone who's interested in joining. I think that'd actually be that'd be sick. Combine, yeah, Debo, Kittle, and Ayuk. Yeah, for sure. Yep. And I think, it sucks that Debo's getting injured this week, so that's kind of tough. For sure, for sure. But yeah, let's leave some Discord names in here, and I'd love to set it up. I should be able to moderate it as much as I can, but all of you guys seem like you're very mature people, and I don't expect anything weird. So I'm so down for that. If you guys want it, that's fine. And like I said at the very, very beginning of the stream, is like my streaming career, which is like 2 weeks ago. Doing this is all for the interactions and talking to you all. So I know it's hard a lot of times to talk on Reddit or talk on YouTube and try to get the answers. I hope that I have been answering all of your comments, because I try to respond right away when I can to all of your questions. So if I ever miss anything, just please ping me again. I should be able to get to everything within just a few hours, barring sleep schedule. But yeah, if we think that it's a lot easier on Discord, I love that. I love that. That's a great idea. All right. Well, I think I'm probably, unless there are more questions, I love this chat, but I think I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm going to go make dinner and watch the end of this game. But no, this has been really fun. Keep me updated with questions. We'll do another stream. If you weren't here for it, we're going to plan to do a late night stream Saturday night, like after 11 or 12, like probably 11 or 12 Pacific. So sorry to all the East Coast folks, but I might try and step in and do a day one randomly here and there. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly, all my fantasy content I've done via articles and stuff. But I've never been a huge YouTube person. But yeah, it seems like there's a lot of decent content for sure, Tal. And I appreciate you always coming in and asking questions. That's exactly what I want. So that's great. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you all so much. This was fun. I'm glad that we were able to keep, a decent amount of people in here. And thank you. I mean, honestly, like you guys that are talking here consistently, it's what makes the stream. I'm just here to, be a talking head. So yeah, this is really fun. So yeah, so for next time, again, we'll do music. We'll do chat up on the screen. I just need a few minutes at the beginning of the stream to like set things up. So I might need like 5 minutes of just like, get ready time to set up. But otherwise, yeah, we'll get the Discord going. And yeah, this is all fun. So good luck, everybody. We'll talk on Saturday about, last minute setups. And yeah, let's hope for a fun game between Atlanta and Carolina. So yeah, have a good night, guys. We'll talk to you all soon. And I don't know how to end the stream. Yeah, you guys can tell I'm a pro at this, right?